Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Intersoft Talks. I'm Ayman and with me I have Yunus. Today we have a very special guest with us. I'd like to welcome Alishba Mohsin, Pakistan's first female jockey. So how are you, Alishba?
I'm good.
So we'd like to know, how did it all start? It was your passion? Was it your passion? Was it just a childhood hobby?
It was a childhood hobby. From childhood, I loved horses, and I used to come here to meet them. But it all started as a hobby.
So how was your journey from like starting horse racing as just a hobby, and now you're participating in races and even winning them? So how is it all like?
It is amazing, and I feel very brave because everyone is supporting me, and no one is like pulling me back. Everyone is very supportive. All the trainers, all the owners, they're all supporting me. But it is very hard for a girl to participate in horse race.
So you think family support is important for a female, especially to pursue this as a career, or just as a passion as well?
It is really important. First, my father supported me. Then I was able to come here because without him, no one would ask me. Like, you need support from your family first, and others come second.
So how does it feel like to be the only female jockey in Pakistan?
It's like a dream come true because I always wanted to be the first female jockey, and I've become the Pakistan's first female jockey, and I feel proud for myself. It's really impressive.
Did you feel awkward at some time, being the only female in a race club or like anywhere you go?
For my family, it was, but not for me. I didn't feel uncomfortable at all.
Alishba, I have a question here. How did your training start? I mean, how early did you start your training, and did you start your training from the race club, or was it from different club or organization?
I only trained at Lahore Race Club for 1.5 years from the riding school which they have.
Okay. So, is your training only limited to like jockey riding? Because the riding style of jockeys is very different as compared to doing riding for polo, riding for tent pegging. So do you know like other styles of riding as well, ridings as well, or it's just the jockey riding?
It is only one style, and tent pegging and polo, those are other categories, and it takes time for every jockey. Like for me it was 1.5 years. For some other jockey it might take 8 months, 3 years, 5 years. It is all different for other people.
So are you planning to explore other sports as well? I mean horse sports like tent pegging, polo?
I used to go to polo ground to watch the matches and all that, but I only love racing, horse racing. This is my favorite sport.
So what's the reason? I mean, do you think it's more exciting for you, or some other reason?
It is really exciting, and it is also thrilling. The speed which the horse gives, it gives goosebumps, and I love that feeling.
So Alishba, being a student and being a jockey at the same time, how do you manage your routine and your studies?
Sometimes it gets really hard, but sometimes I get to miss my classes. Sometimes I get to miss the horses, but I manage it.
So did you ever feel like just giving up on horse riding to maintain your studies and all of that?
Yeah, my family says that studies come first, so first I have to complete my studies, then the sport is second, the studies are first.
Okay, so do you see yourself carrying this as a profession in the future?
Not as a profession, it is only a hobby for me.
Okay, so Alishba, tell us about your favorite horse at race club.
Muqaddis is one of my favorite horses. She has won one race and she has come second twice.
How long does it take for you to develop that bond before a race with any horse?
I have a very good bond with her, but you don't need to have a bond with the horse because the owner might change the jockey on spot, or the stewards might change the jockey on spot, so you don't know which horse you're going to ride next. So it doesn't matter if you have a good bond with the horse or not.
So do you follow a specific diet, or is there a weight criteria for jockeys?
I don't follow a certain diet, but the other jockeys have to, because you have to maintain your weight. I'm a lightweight jockey, so I don't have to follow any diet plans, but some other jockeys have, because they have to sit according to the weight which is on the horse in the races.
Which female and male jockeys do you look up to here in Pakistan or internationally?
Internationally, I like Holly Doyle, and in Pakistan, there are many jockeys which are one of my favorites. Taira Baz, Dinar Mirwani, Safdar Hussain, Aftab Chaudhary. Those are my favorites.
Have you experienced any accident or an injury during your race or your practice?
In morning routine, the practice work, many jockeys fall from the horses like every day, almost every day. And I have also witnessed the injury myself.
How bad was it?
It was very bad.
Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, in this male dominant industry, you are promoting female empowerment, right? So what message would you like to give to all of the females out there?
That every girl should follow their dreams, and I want their families to encourage them, and I want their families to support them, because women can do everything and anything.
So being a female, do you face any discrimination here at the club when you're participating in different races?
Yes, I do, because the owner would prefer a male jockey to sit on the horse, because I'm the first female. So owners don't trust me that I will do a great ride on their horse. They would prefer male jockey would sit on the horse.
One last question before we wind it up. So we would like to know that what safety equipment do you use while racing?
I use a safety jacket, a skull cap, and long boots.
And do you think it's really important to use these equipments for racing? How important?
It is very important, because the safety jacket can save you from getting paralyzed.
Okay, thank you so much, Alishba. It was really nice having you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.